Hey there, happy day 1358 of What's She Up To Now. Measure a whale of a time. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And this is my dolphin pretending to be a whale because I didn't have a whale for a whale of a time, which was our supersize your business idiom today, which means to have a great time, right? So we talked about 13 different business tips and how we can have fun, or a whale of a time, because to me, a whale of a time is fun. It can be just big or creative, but I say supersizing our business is the whale in and of itself. So we are little dolphins, or little business owners, or small business owners, or entrepreneurs, dolphins wanting to become whales, and so we tied that together. Our annual challenge to do one thing every day that centers us was about fighting battles and avoiding battles. Instead of always fighting battles, we need to choose our battles wisely. And when we're choosing our battles wisely, we can do that at home. We choose our battles wisely. I had a lot of experience with that in my relationship. And we can also do that at work and at school or out in the world. So either at home or away from home. So today was all about choosing our battles, and actually not choosing them, but avoiding them away from home. So how do you avoid battles away from home? Mostly, I say, mind your own business. If it's not your business, or it's not anybody asking for your help, advice, or opinion, don't say anything. Keep it to yourself. Don't start arguments by not offering up your advice or wisdom unless it's asked for. So that was our centering thought and challenge for today. We're doing one thing every day that centers us, as a way to get to know ourselves better, a way to understand what's important to us, what our priorities are, what makes us tick. And at day 290, I will tell you, I personally am feeling a lot more confident and a lot more centered than I was on day 1, January 1st of this year. So, and it's not because I've done any massive or grandiose things. It's just because I've done one little thing every single day based on this little mindfulness journal to create a domino effect. We start with one little thing, and the big domino is feeling centered, getting to know ourselves better. And by doing one little thing, knocking down one little domino a day, all of a sudden the whole row goes. I don't know if that was a good analogy, but that's what I'm thinking today. So, supersize your business. Annual challenge, get up and go challenge today was about measurement, financial progress, and the tool we use to determine if we're making financial progress or not, going from where we are to where we want to be, is measurement. Excuse me. To me, finances is one of the easiest things to measure. It's kind of like our physical health and well-being, our energy, pretty easy to measure. Especially if it's something like weight. Well, you step on the scale. Is your weight what you want it to be or not? It either is or it isn't. Either you're moving toward it or you're moving away from it. It's super easy to measure. I like things that are easy to measure, that are kind of no-brainers, so I don't even have to think about them. I just can kind of automatically measure them by paying attention to and looking at a number. So scale, I don't weigh myself, which is a long story, but that's a super easy way to measure whether we're moving away from or toward our goal. To me, finances, for the most part, we can measure using money one way or another to measure a lot of things with respect to finances, whether it's reducing expenses or increasing income or adding streams of income. Usually dollars are a pretty easy way to measure. So for this particular time through, I am looking to raise $10,000 to fix some storm damage. And how am I going to do that is part of the SOAP framework. Went through that already. But my measurement is dollars, and I just created one of these little graphic, they used to have them in the grocery store when we were kids, or at school when we were kids, because we were going to fill a beaker. I guess this is a beaker. We were going to fill a beaker and color it in as the class or as the store or as the organization raised funds for a certain event. And a lot of times they'll just have a straight one, but I drew a beaker. So that's what I'm going to do this time to measure. I'm going to fill it up as I achieve my goal, so I can visually see and feel and pay attention to the measurement aspect of my finances with respect to the Get Up and Go challenge this time. So those are the 3 big things that I do every day. 3 big pieces of not big, but 3 pieces of content I create every day. They're not very big. I mean, the annual challenge takes me a minute or so every day, and then it takes me a minute, maybe a minute or 2 to actually do the challenge myself, because I don't just share my challenges, I actually do them too. So I spend a few minutes a day doing that. Get Up and Go challenge takes a little bit more time, but since it's my 9th time through, my 9th time doing this challenge, it's more about tweaking and improving and actually just doing it and implementing it myself than it is about what do I have to think of, what do I have to say, what's the content. I've pretty much become, well, I've always been very comfortable with it, but I'm really comfortable with sharing it now because I've done it a lot of times. We're going to do it again in December, primarily because I committed to doing it again in December. I also think it's a terrific way to end the year and begin the next year going through and focusing and having a tool to automatically create what you want in your life and take it, install it in your subconscious so it's as easy as breathing, and then have that as part of your natural way of being going into a new year. It's extremely powerful, and so that's why I want to share it in December as well. So we'll take November off. I don't know, I might do No Nonsense November again. That was really fun last year, where I just shared a piece of business and life advice. One of the biggest lessons I've learned over the last 61 years. I shared that, and I called it No Nonsense November last year. I know they have No Shave November. Well, that's kind of a hard one for me. I guess I could not shave my legs for a month. Oh, I already do that sometimes. Did I say that out loud? I could do No Shave November, but I'd rather do maybe No Nonsense November. Haven't decided exactly yet. It's only the 18th of the month. I got lots of time to decide what I'm going to do in November. But in December, we will do the challenge one more time. And it may very well be the last time we do the free Get Up and Go challenge. I think that it's time to maybe morph into and create something new. I have had an incredible run, an incredible time doing it. I think it's helped thousands and thousands of people to understand that they can take control of any change or challenge that comes their way and make it so that they're guaranteed to be better off after the challenge than before that they face after the change. And whatever you call challenges, change, challenge, setback, obstacle, problem, diagnosis, it can be all different names and terms. Anyway, that's it. That's what I'm working on. Other projects, again, confidential, but I will share them as I see fit and as I can based on confidentiality agreements. The bigger you get, the more legal things come into play, and it's as it should be, but sometimes you wish you could share everything and you just are not really at liberty to, because it's not mine to share. It's like gossip and secrets. You know what? They're not yours to share. If they were, you wouldn't feel icky when you share them. All right, any questions? Ask, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.